HCZ series mini gantry type CNC flame plasma cutting machine installation step. One. Measure the levelness of foundation and make marks. Have a preliminary understanding of the foundation levelness. 2. Will be subject to the primary side of the foundation. Put away the round steps of prominent plate in accordance with the both sides of the track, and distance roughly is 3 holes, and then put the tracks on the plate. The plate again according to the both sides of the track, and distance roughly is 3 holes, but join the 2 tracks, and so on. Then, secondary side is same as primary side operation. 3. After fixing backing plates, place the rail on it. Connect and pre-tighten the uppermost holes of the backing plates at both sides of the rail. Adjusting the rail downward with M12x35 inner hexagon screws, spring washer and flat washer. Connect the holes at both sides of the backing plates using M12x35 inner hexagon screws, adjusting the rail right or left. Finally, connect the holes at both sides of the rail using M10x30 inner hexagon screws, adjusting the rail upward. 4. Fix both sides of the rail using wire or steel wire with the aid of fixture and adjust the straightness of the rail. Then, place the welding rods of the same specifications in the middle between wire or steel wire and the rail. Next, make a rough adjustment of the rail. After the rails at both sides are adjusted well, determine the center distance of rails according to the span marked on the foundation drawing. Finally, weld and fix the backing plates and foundation. 5. Make an adjustment starting from the rails of the main side, with the top rails as reference. Place a level gauge in the middle of rails, adjusting the screws on the backing plates, and observe until the bubble inside the level gauge is in the middle position and rails are leveled. Tighten all screws. Then, adjust the second piece of rail. Take note that the second piece of rail shall be on the same level with the joint of the first piece of rail, and both sides of the rail shall be on the same plane, and so on. After all rails are leveled, tighten the rail joint using a tie rod so as to obtain higher strength at the joint. 6. After all rails are firmly fixed, install racks starting from one end of the main edge. Connect the face of the racks with holes and groove face on the rail groove. The racks shall align with the upper surface of the rail groove. Then, tighten the racks using M5x16 inner hexagon screws. Follow the same step for the second piece. Tighten racks first. Then, block one piece of rack at the joint and lock racks using a wood hammer to make rack gaps match motor gears. Finally, tighten the racks and so on. 1. Dismantle the external package of the frame and the enclosure at both sides of CNC cutting machine cross beams. Then, extend the motors at both sides towards the outside. 2. Place the eccentric wheels under the primary end beam at both sides of the rail. Align 4 traveling wheels and place them on the rails at both sides. Then, place eccentric wheels against rails using wrenches. Don't tighten too excessively. Upon tightening, push the crossbeam with hands to the maximum travel at both sides and check if there is any blockage. If no, Tighten the motor gears at both sides against racks. 1. Find the holes for installation of longitudinal D and a slot bracket at the left of main end beam, and fix it with M8x25 inner hexagon screws. 2. Place the channel steel section for installation of D groove on the ground. The 4 holes at both sides of the D are fixed together with the holes of the channel steel. Take note that only 2 holes are needed for each piece of D at the joint. The rest can be done in the same manner. Upon tightening, place the D at the side of the main end beam. Finally, fix the longitudinal D inside the hauling chain and D with 6x30 inner hexagon screws and 6 screw cap. 1. Install the plasma cutting torch into the lamp fastener and adjust the height, verticality on the front and back, and verticality on the right and left. Lock the clamp with retaining screw. The operation of flame is identical with plasma. 1. Connect the power wire inside the vertical drag chain and the control cabinet. Insert the oxygen hose into the adapter plate joint and fasten with hose clamps. Then, insert the fuse tube into the adapter plate joint and fasten with hose clamps. 2. When the machine is equipped with plasma, connect a 380 voltage power source with 3-phase 4-wire system for plasma power source. Connect the X6 end of the arc voltage acquisition line and the control cabinet. Connect the 2 joints of the other end to the plasma power supply. Fix the oil-water separator on the plasma power supply, with one end connected to the air source and the other end to the plasma power supply. 4. Make the control cabinet, frame, and plasma power supply grounded in a reliable manner. Install the flame cutting nozzle on the flame cutting torch. HCZ series mini gantry type CNC flame plasma cutting machine procedures.